This video will go over how to add and configure new analytes in your eQAPP in FuzzChem. For an introduction to this topic, please refer to our Customizing an Analyte List eQAPP Advanced video, linked in the description. Go to Tools, Data, eQAPP Setup. Choose the project. For this example, we will start at the Analyte Limits tab. For more information on the previous tabs, please refer to our eQAPP Tutorials playlist, linked in the description. On the Analyte Limits tab, select the desired method. We'll choose SW8270C for soil. To add analytes, make sure the drop-down at the top is set to Add New Analytes, then choose the number of analytes to add. We will choose 7. Click Add. If you need to add significantly more than 10 analytes, reach out to your Synectics point of contact for assistance. We can see that the new rows are blank. Click directly on the numbers in the Analyte column to update them. We will change them to the following: atrazine, carbazole, chrysene, isudrin, M-cresol, OP-cresol, quinoline. Click Save Changes. To add a surrogate, change the drop-down to Add New Surrogates and select the number of rows to add. We will choose 1. Click Add. Like before, click the number in the Analyte column to choose the new surrogate. We will choose phenol D5. Click Save Changes. For our new records, the PAL source, PAL value, project quant goal, PQG, and lab limits are all blank. There are 2 ways to fill these out. One option is to reassociate the PAL and method on the PAL Associations tab. This will autofill the fields accordingly, though it will overwrite any manual changes that were made to them. For more information, please refer to our eQAPP PAL Associations tab video, linked in the description. Let's view an example. Go to the PAL Associations tab. Select the desired matrix from the drop-down. Select the desired method and PAL by clicking the text directly. Click Unassociate. The pop-up will confirm when this is complete. Then, with the PAL and method still selected, click Associate. Go back to the Analyte Limits tab and choose the method. We can see that the PAL information is updated for our new analytes. The second option is to update the PAL by hand. To update multiple entries at once, select the desired rows, then use the Field to Replace option to select PAL source. Choose the PAL that you want to apply. Click Replace, then Save Changes. After saving, the PAL value and PQG will update accordingly. Note that you can edit the PQGs in bulk using the Field to Replace option as well. The PAL source and PQG can also be updated by selecting the fields and editing them directly. The reporting limits are also blank for the new analytes. These values should be provided by the lab. There are 3 options for updating them. First, we can fill them out by hand by typing new values into the boxes. This works well if we only have a few analytes to update. Second, we can use the Field to Replace option to update selected rows. This works well if we have multiple analytes with the same LOQ, LOD, or DL. Third, we can edit the data in Excel using the export. This works well if we have multiple analytes to update with varying limits. In the upper right, set the drop-downs to Export, Analyte Limits, then click Go. A warning notes that you can only edit certain fields in the spreadsheet. Be careful not to add or remove analytes from the spreadsheet, nor add or remove analytes from the eQAPP before you re-import this file. Mismatches like these will cause the re-import to fail. For this example, we will only edit the LOQ, LOD, and DL columns. Open the CSV file. All analytes for all methods for the project will be listed, and can be edited here all at once. You can sort the rows and filter without affecting the re-import. Filter to find the desired list, in this case the SW8270C soil list. Fill in the blank LOQ, LOD, and DL fields with the limits provided by the lab. We will quickly enter some example data. Once we finish the editing, we will save the file as a CSV. It is important to save it in this format. Back in the eQAPP, change the drop-down from Export to Import. Click Go and import the file. Once imported, select the method again on the Analyte Limits tab. The limits are populated. This tab has been completely updated. Let's go to the Holding Times tab next. Select the method. On this tab, the new analytes are automatically given the same holding times as the original analytes. However, if the holding times are blank, you can update them by typing into the cells or using the Field to Replace option. For more information on this tab, please refer to our eQAPP Holding Times tab tutorial, linked in the description. Lastly, we'll go to the Analyte Criteria tab. Select the method. The new analytes are assigned to the appropriate QC elements, but we will need to fill out the limits. Let's go over 3 ways to do so. First, we could edit by hand. It can be helpful to click the column headers to sort the data, or type into the filter boxes to filter the data as needed. For example, we can use the QC element box to filter on CCV. Be sure to save changes before updating your filters or sorting, otherwise edits will be lost. Second, you can use the Field to Replace option to edit multiple records at once. For this example, we could click the lower reject column header to bring the blank rows together for easy selection, then make our updates. Lastly, we can edit the data in Excel using the export. In the upper right, select Export, Analyte Criteria, Go. Open the CSV file. Filter to find the method and matrix. Sort the QC elements column from A to Z to get all of the like elements together. We can see which values are typically used for an element and copy them down to any blank rows. For example, we can see the BLKE element is filled with zeros for the original analytes. We can click and drag to select the last populated row for BLKE along with the blank rows. Then, press Ctrl+D to downfill the blank rows so they all match. This shortcut helps us fill in the blanks quickly. We could go back to edit manually as needed. Once we finished editing, we should save the file as a CSV. Back in the eQAPP, change the drop-down to Import Analyte Criteria. Click Go and import the file. Once imported, select the method again on the Analyte Criteria tab. We can see that the limits are populated. We have now fully configured the new analytes in our eQAPP and can move on to next steps. For more information on next steps, please refer to our eQAPP workflow video, linked in the description. Don't forget to subscribe to the FUDSChem YouTube channel for more tutorial videos. All of the tutorials and playlists mentioned during this video are linked in the description below. Lastly, if you have questions or comments, feel free to contact us at fuds.support@synectics.net. Thank you.